How's it going, guys and girls? Okay, so welcome to the channel. So this video is kind of giving you tips, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you've done this before. Couple of little things to mention first. I'm using a bit of a new setup in the studio at the minute, so I'm running like a vocal mic, and I'm having to use a laptop while I kind of move things around and rewire things. Hence this noise. There's kind of, some power issues and what have you going on the way that I'm routing the cables. So I apologize for the mic as well. You're going to hear some popping and a little bit of heavy breathing. But if that's your thing, enjoy. All right, so whilst looking for a real sort of high gain setting that cuts through a lot and breaks through the mix, I'm kind of simplifying all of my Helix patches. My go-to amp has always been the Angle. It's amazing. It's fantastic. I use it all of the time. I was just in the studio last week doing something with the band and needed something, I don't know, more flexible, fancy the change, call it what you will. And this was really surprising. This just came about from a discussion that I was having with somebody else about kind of real pushing the crap out of an amp with a pedal rather than letting the amp do all the work. It's no new thing. That's just what we do. So here is the amp as it is, just, dry, if you like. Okay, so it's not really that gainy, it's more of a nice crunch. So I've got a plate reverb going on there now, which is quite big, it's quite a lot on there. Trinity chorus at the end as well, just to kind of give it space on path 2. And a dual delay, which if you're listening in headphones will sound really nice. Okay, and I've got the usual sort of clean patch. But what I wanted to show you was what happens when you put the Vermin distortion, which is just there in front of the amp, and really push the living balls out of this little Park 75 amp, okay? It sounds huge, absolutely massive. So this little combination of this amp, the Brit P75 Norm, there's the settings there, if you can see it. I hope that I'm doing this on an iPhone, and it's really strange. Obviously I've got the bias and the bias X kind of rolled almost at max. The reason that I do that is it gives fantastic sustain. The sag is not as low as normal. I'm running a 3.2. I kind of like the sag off. Master's pretty high at 8, channel volume at 8. A lot of presence on there as well, which was something that I've never really done a lot before. But I remember from an Ibanez clinic that I went to a few years ago, or a long time ago, with Paul Gilbert. And he said how he gets the best out of his amp was he uses more presence than treble. I don't, it might work. Who knows? And you may have noticed as well that I kind of feel dirty now on the Helix page, like I shouldn't be sharing this with you, but I'm actually using their own Hammer IR, which is the 4x12 something. Don't know what it is. Came in like a free pack kind of thing. But just, you can use a stock cab. I've been using stock cabs all along, but this is the only IR that I use in any of my patches. It's the only one that I kind of, gives a true representation. Plus, again, if I'm going into a 4x12 cab, I just turn that off and then just run into a power amp, into a 4x12 cab, or I can turn it back on and go to front of house or to a monitor. So, As an example again, this is the Park amp without the distortion. And then when I put the distortion on, and it'll sustain and it'll run forever. And it sounds awesome, absolutely awesome. There's a little crunch pedal as well, or the crunch snapshot, I should say, which just kind of lowers the drive all on the pedal. There's a clean as well, which again with the snapshots is just altering just each settings of, you know, a little bit off the amp, a little bit off the pedal, and there's a wah on there as well. So this patch is currently on custom tone, username John Lee 5150. It's under Scream Lead or Scream Lead 2. It's relatively the same. It will be the same amp. Them amp settings will, you know, be as they are there. Hopefully you can see it and it's in focus. Only thing that will be missing will be this IR, but, you know, find something that works for you, and this is the result that you will get. This is becoming slowly but surely my main go-to patch. It's just, it sounds huge. So I hope this has helped. Like I say, if you're looking for high gain stuff, it isn't always where you think it's going to be. You know, it might not be in the Cali rectifier or the, you know, the PRS Archon. It might not be there. It's something somewhere else that's kind of hiding. But that's the beauty of the Helix. It's always full of surprises. So, that being said, thanks for watching. Any questions, leave it in the comments section. You can find me on Facebook as Johnny Lee. Add me and we'll talk about all geeky stuff. There you go.